You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
It's Later with Mo Kelly. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app on this Tech Thursday. Marsha Collier joins me in studio. Good evening, Marsha.
Good evening, Mo.
You heard our conversation. I was talking about the old school California driver's license that were basically photo paper, and I could use an X-Acto knife and change it.
It was great. And you could, get older and just
immediately. It was great for when I was 15.
Right.
They've improved the technology so you can no longer do that. They have obviously the credit card license with the magnetic strip that has all your information on it. And now the next iteration of that is it's going to be downloadable, if you will, and put into your wallet on your phone. Now, it's not accepted by law enforcement.
It's not accepted at dispensaries. It's not accepted at nightclubs. It's still not accepted in a lot of places because AI. Think about it. You can easily do the same thing we used to do with an X-Acto knife.
Right. No, I'm quite sure some 15-year-old somewhere right now is gaming the system.
Of course. And
that's what we do. Right. But much has been made of these digital versions of the driver's license. They have it in different states. It can be used at some airports. The California one doesn't have real utility as of yet, but there are concerns about it.
Yeah. And it was, I was really glad to hear that Governor Newsom, he just said it's the option to hold secure, convenient, and private digital driver's license and identification cards. I'm so glad that the state of California is looking out for us. This is all part, here comes the dark side, of the statewide digital identity framework. And that is the DMV saying they have their own mobile wallet, or you can use your Apple Wallet or your Android wallet to store your driver's license. Now, a lot of retail locations aren't taking it, and it does require that you still carry a physical driver's license when you're driving. So I don't know about that. The government claims that it gives us more control over how we share our information.
Does it?
Well, yeah, it gives the government more control because that digital identity framework of the state of California sounds a whole lot like some of the things I heard when I was in China.
Let me just play the other side of that argument. I could say, well, the DMV already has this information. It is digitized to a certain degree because our driver's license right now has that magnetic strip, and any bar.
And it has that freaky barcode on the back.
Right.
Yeah,
so they have the information. What difference does it make if it just happens to be in a digital form or some other digital form?
Then it's in your phone. And you have to give it permission to be there. And by you installing the app, you are given permission to your data to go elsewhere, whether you know it or not.
All right, let's walk down this road. Give us a possible consequence of this, more specific for people.
Okay, well, that wallet that you can put a little link to on lock screen of your phone.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to do that and make it work for quite a while on Android, and it still wants my fingerprint.
That is a secondary measure. I do, full disclosure, I do have it on my phone, but it's in the DMV wallet, not the general like Google Pay, Apple Pay wallet.
And, okay, we're going to go back to something we talked about a long time ago, and you still have to open for your phone for that.
Right. Like if you look at my phone right now, it says I have to unlock.
Right.
And then it will ask for my fingerprint, and then I'm in.
Now, looking at that, no offense, I think there's a whole lot more stuff going on your driver's license. And to go to an airport, you don't need that. If you have TSA pre-check, you can use that nice little card. Yep. And then if you have a passport, which many people do, for $5 more, you can get a passport card.
But let me ask you this, because I am the king of losing stuff. What about when, not if, but when I'm traveling and I misplaced my passport and I don't want to be stuck in Korea like I was in June? Not stuck, but I was in Korea.
Okay. Then you have that passport card in your wallet.
No, I'm just saying,
it's a backup. It's a backup.
Okay.
That passport card is a backup and general identification that's recognized all over the world. The California Supreme Court unanimously held that police need a warrant to search through cell phones, even during arrests, even, when it's legit. But if you hand over your unlocked phone to a police officer and offer to show them something, hey, look at a picture of my baby. Now, the minute he gets that phone, you have granted a search, period. And there's no limits to what it can be. The ACLU says, quote, there have been cases where people give consent to do one thing and the cops take the whole phone.
No, they would never do that.
Copy the whole phone.
No, they would never do that.
Find other evidence in the phone. And the legal question is, what comes up in court? Is that a violation of the scope of consent? I mean, because think about it. If they find something if you were standing next to a major FBI thing bad happening, just picture all the stuff you see on TV, and you were there, you didn't know it was going on, but you were standing in the vicinity, and that location's living on your phone. There's going to be a lot of questioning to do.
Let me ask you this. Is consent, would you say you're granting consent when you hand over the phone? If I were to show an officer my digital license, which I wouldn't, I would use my physical one. But if I were to do that, is that considered handing over the phone to the best of your knowledge?
They will ask for the phone. They will ask for the phone. Hey, and officers, I'm behind you 100% on everything you do, but this is a privacy issue. And the thing is, if police do have a warrant to search your phone, okay, great. They say that they can require you to provide biometric, which is your fingerprint or your face, right? But that's still an unsettled question in the courts and is probably going to have to go higher. The Fifth Amendment typically protects giving up passcodes as a form of self-incrimination. Just like if you were going to testify in a court, you take the Fifth. The minute you give the password, the passcode, in other words, the verbal thing, because in the word of one federal appeals court decision, it requires no cognitive exertion, placing it firmly in the same category as a blood draw or a fingerprint taken at a booking. So in other words, you don't have to think about it. Just do it. Do it.
Okay, so if my driver's license is not in a digital form, there is nothing from what we know, and I'm not asking you as a lawyer or a police officer.
Right.
But does that mean that a law enforcement can't ask for my phone just to ask for my phone?
No, unless they have a warrant. Unless they have a warrant. You give them that paper thing along with your registration and your insurance, and you should be good to go. And we all think there's nothing incriminating on our phone. Again, there could be some coincidence that places you at the scene of a crime that you weren't even aware of. And nothing's pleasant, and lawyers aren't cheap. So, even though Apple and Google say you can display an encrypted ID without fully unlocking your phone, I got to tell you, I just wrote a book about Android. I haven't been able to figure it out.
We'll do more on this when we come back. It's later with Mo Kelly. I'm joined in studio by Marsha Collier. Fascinating conversation about rights and probable cause and how it can be used against you.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Later with Mo Kelly on KFI AM 640.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. I'm still in studio with Marsha Collier. Marsha, I love technology, and people don't know this, but during the break, your husband showed me this really nifty, cool, necessary tech item. We had a 10-second conversation. I said, boop, 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 purchase it for myself, and now it's on the way to me. What do you think of this ability to just talk about it, then order it and have it?
Well, I think it's great because the best marketing for any good product, right, is
Word of mouth.
Right? That's it. People telling people. And by the way, what Mo is talking about, it's a card that you can find on Amazon. You can find it all over the web that you put in your wallet and it scrambles so that somebody can't walk by and pull data. Yes, they can pull data off your cards. Yes, they can. They
don't have to like pickpocket you in the traditional sense.
They can even count your money. You know, those wires in the money.
Oh my gosh.
They're not just there for good looks. I mean, it's insane. You have no idea. Again, going back to what we were talking about, people are in good faith with all of these things, and we want to do the technology. But when it comes to the paper, then we need to have certain things. We back up our digital files. Just consider the paper the backup or your main thing. Or when you travel, put it on a copier. Don't scan it. Don't put it in the cloud. Carry a piece of paper with your passport, your credit cards, all the things you're carrying with you in case you're pickpocketed in another country. Because if you walk into an American embassy in a foreign country and show them that piece of paper, they're going to be able to identify you. So the paper is our backup. And our paper can't be shared or malware dropped on or our information stolen. Oops, by accident. Yes, it's all well-meaning. But I, frankly, don't trust the government to have the highest level of security on everything.
What do you mean you don't trust the government? You should always trust the government.
Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't the people in China, they trust the government.
Do they?
I'm afraid they have to.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's trust or coercion, but you know.
It is coercion. And I got to tell you, you'd never get away in a lot of countries in our world right now of what people get away with here in Los Angeles. And I'm not talking about you, the listener. You know what I'm talking about. The break-ins, did you see that police pursuit last night?
Of course it did. But, you know, the cost of freedom is also the freedom for people to make conscious decisions to either follow the law or not follow the law.
Right. And until they make it a law saying you have to, just keep your regular paper. Oh, and by the way, in that law, the real ID, you do not have to get a real ID. You do not have to do that if you have a passport card or if you have that TSA pre-check global entry card.
Yeah, that's kind of invasive. When I got my TSA pre-check and even the renewal, they want to know everything. They want to know about your ex-girlfriends. They want to know about everything.
They know everything. that questionnaire was like 8-10 pages long.
Easily. Yeah. And they already have the information. They just want to see if you're going to lie.
Well, the thing was, at that time, I went for my interview and I had been traveling a lot, like every other week, different city, different.
And you had China on there too, right?
No, this was before China. And the guy said, well, how was Canada?
They already knew.
But I didn't remember that I'd been to Canada because I spoke at a conference for one night and I left Canada. So Canada, I love you, Canada, but you weren't top of mind. Well, that caused them to grill me, an extra. They kept going at me. I said, oh, yeah, that's where I bought the blah, blah in the duty-free store. That's how I remember where I go. Sad. But, yeah, I mean, you have to answer questions. They have to scan your retinas.
But it's worth it.
Better worth it.
It is really worth it to travel with global entry. It is. It's hard for me to say that I would ever go back.
No. And for those of you who don't have it, what global entry does for you real fast is when you enter the United States, you know when the crew kind of trounces off and walks past that nice man with their baggage and waves goodbye?
Kind of bypasses that super long line of people waiting to put their laptops in the thing, taking off their shoes.
I'm talking about when you're leaving.
Oh, leaving.
When you're leaving the airport after an international flight. Mm-hmm. And you got the guys there looking at the bags. The dogs are walking around sniffing. But the crew just gets to go right through. Well, if you have global entry, You just get to walk right through behind the crew, and the man says, "Have a nice day." Did you do any shopping? And you say, I got a few souvenirs. Okay, have a wonderful day. See ya. Because they know who you are.
Yeah.
They scan your retina, coming and going.
Yeah. And we may not like facial recognition or retinal scanning, but they already know who you are.
That's the point. And let's hope that helps to prevent false arrests and bad things going on in the future.
Marsha Collier, I could talk to you all night. And thank you for the technological suggestion. And I can't wait till I get my card.
Tip of the day. And then we'll bring something and try and test it. How's that?
See if you can steal my data in real time. Let's not just say we did.
Okay, Mo, I will see you next week.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Have you ever had this experience where you may sign up for something, a subscription, maybe it's like a trial, and then if you don't cancel within 7 days or whatever, it automatically bills you. You may forget about it, and then you get your bank statement a few months later and you realize, hey, you've been charged like 3 or 4 months in a row. And you can't remember exactly where you signed up or how to cancel it. And these services across the board, they're very, very smart about making it difficult for you to cancel a subscription. That's the whole point. They want you to forget about it. They want you to get frustrated and give up or go on to some other task, and you forget, and all of a sudden another billing cycle has passed. Well, there's a new law to address that. Back on Tuesday, Governor Newsom signed AB 2863, which requires businesses to offer a simple way, and that's kind of subjective, a simple way for users to cancel their online subscriptions for people just like me. For example, if a user signs up for a service online, businesses must now offer an online click-to-cancel option. Click to cancel. It's a great idea. The law also requires businesses to send subscribers, like me, because I forget, send an annual reminder about the subscription's cost, how to cancel, and potential price changes. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure like an Amazon subscription, that's just automatically renewed, because I don't remember them sending me an email saying, hey, you better renew because we're getting ready to cancel you. No, it's done automatically. That's like $138 or something.
I think you get the notice after they have renewed it.
Oh, yeah, they'll let you know. Yes, you are renewed for 2025.
Yeah, after they've helped themselves to your bank account, then they let you know. Welcome back.
Right. It's like, wait a minute. What do you, $140?
That's a good point. Yeah, because even just real quick with because I still have Max, and it'll tell me, oh, your renewal is coming up. But yeah, something like Amazon, it'll be after the fact.
Right, and I will get the email, the courtesy email for Apple TV, for all my subscription services saying you were just billed for such and such for a month of whatever. And I get that. But there are certain services. Now, you may not be a boxing fan, but there is a boxing streaming service called DAZN, DAZN. And it's the company of Alvarez, Carmelo Alvarez, boxer. And it will bill you. Put it this way. If you sign up to watch a fight, it automatically signs you up for their service. So you'll pay like the $69.99 or more for the fight. But then in the fine print, you're auto billed, I will say maybe $23 a month, because it offers other content. But the whole point is you only wanted that one fight, but you're signing up, unbeknownst to you, unless you're really paying attention, you're signing up for their streaming service in perpetuity. And then they will bill you in perpetuity. If it did not take me 4 hours to find out how to cancel that service, because depending on if you did it through your TV, depending on if you did it online, it is really, really difficult. I had to cuss out a lot of people, a lot. I was cussing that day. I had to cuss out a lot of people to get rid of DAZN. And I think that's how they pronounce it.
You talking about the fights that just happened with Canelo Alvarez?
Yep.
if you just signed up for that fight, you automatically, if you don't read the fine print, you're automatically signed up for that service?
Yes, 100%.
A lot of sites like that too. They screw you over. Yeah.
That doesn't even make legal sense.
Well, see, they're skirting the law, and it's in the fine print. If you go back and look, I mean, it's really, really tiny, and you're signing because you can't get the fight without signing up for the service. It's not like you had the option, I only want the fight. No, it's a package deal.
You have to say, you have to check the box for the, I agree to the terms and condition.
Correct.
And in that extremely fine print is, and we'll rebill you in 30 days.
I just wanted to see the one Canelo Alvarez fight. Yeah. And then I was getting billed in perpetuity because I was looking at my statement. It's like, wait a minute. And it's not called dazing on your credit card statement. So it's like, I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't clear what it was. And so you couldn't easily trace it back to what you originally paid for.
So it doesn't say you've been had.com.
Well, no, but did you figure it out very quickly? It's like, you've been robbed. Yeah.
Does this work with gym membership subscriptions if you sign up online? Like, say, you get that new gym membership subscription online, because I know this is primarily for online subscriptions, but does it help with all of that?
Yeah, from what I can glean, it's only for that which you sign up for online, because the click to cancel is dependent upon you having signed up online, or at least there's an online function. Now, I don't know, and I try to keep strict tabs on my money going out each month for that reason, because you always have these hidden subscriptions that are just everywhere.
Bunch of OnlyFans accounts that you subscribe to.
Those two.
Let me tell you, trying to get out of a membership with LA Fitness is harder than I would imagine getting out of the Mafia would be.
Look, I used to have a Bally's subscription back in the day when it was Bally's, and those contracts were criminal. They would sign you up for years. You didn't even realize it. The way they would try to sell you, it's like, oh yeah, it's only be $19.99 for a month. But they don't tell you, you have to pay for 3 years. Couldn't get out of it. And then they would ruin your credit. Had to learn the hard way. So you're not buying like a $19.99 gym membership back then. You're basically making a $3,000 purchase because you're buying for 3 years.
Foosh. Weren't you selling those memberships? Aren't you a part of that gym? Don't you be quiet over there.
Me?
Yeah, I think you were a part of that gym, weren't you? Weren't you selling those memberships?
I think I'd have a lot more money right now if I did.
No. Just answer the question. Yes or no?
No.
You didn't work at Bally's?
No.
Which gym were you at?
I actually used to go to Planet Fitness.
Oh, they're cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cheap.
Are they still $10 a month?
And they, yeah. I think they also raised their prices. I think they're like $11 or $12 a month.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
$1 for the first month.
Mm-hmm.
Get you in the door.
I could handle $10, $11 a month, but they auto bill. When I was at LA Fitness, they auto bill.
They all do. Yeah, they all do. Yeah.
Well, this is a good thing that the governor has done. I support this.
No, I'm all for this.
Get me out of a bunch of bogus subscriptions.
I don't want people taking any of my money without my knowledge and consent. And just because I got drunk one night and I wanted the Canelo Alvarez fight, it doesn't mean I need to pay for a streaming service in perpetuity after that. And that's what they're banking on. If you're trying to get a fight for fight night, yeah, you'll get the fight. You probably had a few pops. You might not be in your right mind. And then 3 months later, you realize, hey, money keeps leaving your account.
What's up with that?
It's like having a wife or something, just money disappearing. Thank you. I say stuff like that to see if it comes back to me at home. See if my wife will tell me, did you make a joke the other night talking about... Well, I know you don't listen to my show, baby, so someone must have told you about that, and they're incorrect. No. I would never say anything like that. Never. It's Later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Got to tell you some very cool stuff. Tomorrow night, we will start giving away passes to our exclusive pre-Halloween soiree at the Honda Studios at iHeartMedia. You and a guest, and all you need to do is make it through on Name That Movie Called Classic. It's going to be serious tomorrow night. There will be no more delays. We're just giving out passes. You and a guest to the best party probably that KFI's ever seen. I don't want to make any grand, predictions, but probably.
Now, are we going to open this up and make it possible for individuals who have won before to call in and win? Because we try our best to make sure that we're allowing new people to win, but we've got a lot of people who've been listening for a long time.
Well, who've
already been, chomping at the bit.
We could do week by week. In other words, we could say the first week, people who haven't won anything.
Oh,
we could do that. I'm not saying we will, but
okay, okay.
We just got to make sure that we get all our peoples in the house.
Wait a minute. So this isn't a small little party here in the studio.
No. We're talking about a studio audience upwards of maybe 100, 150 people.
Oh, that big. So this is a soiree. This is a shindig. This is a party.
Yes, with food and beverage and hopefully some topless dancers. Hopefully. I can't guarantee that. I have to still get that cleared with corporate.
Mark can secure the talent.
Okay.
I'm not dancing topless. I don't care how many dollar bills you try to tuck into my G-string.
You're the talent, not be the talent.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Not I said secure.
Okay.
Clarification. Thank you.
Right. So you're going to have to go through your
Rolodex.
Yes, the Rolodex.
and hire some talent. Just don't take them across state lines. That's all I ask. End up like Diddy.
Whoa.
I'll wait. I earned that one. Thank you very much. But that starts tomorrow night. We will be giving away passes. We'll put you on the list to the most exclusive party. We'll have some very special guests in the house. I don't know, maybe some KFI talent may want to roll through as well. But it's going to be the party for Halloween. Oh, and yes, it's going to be costume. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I'm going to be in costume. Mark is going to be probably not dressed up. Twala's going to be in costume. Stephen, don't know. We'll try to encourage him. And you coming to the party will be in costume. Oh, it is going to be the thing. October 30th, here at the Honda Studios, what we call the 5th floor. Honda Studios, iHeartMedia. Also got to let you know, it's Halloween time at the Disneyland Resort, and KFI AM 640 wants to give you a chance to experience the frightful fun. A Happiest Halloween has brought fiendishly tasty treats, thrills for one and all, and beautiful decor to both Disney California Adventure Park and Disneyland Park. Going on now through Halloween, October 31st. Keep listening to KFI and Later with Mo Kelly for your chance to win a 4-pack of 1-day, 1-park tickets to the Disneyland Resort. Keep listening specifically to Later with Mo Kelly, hint, hint, for your chance to win a 4-pack of 1-day, 1-park tickets to the Disneyland Resort. Twala, I'm just such a giving mood. I just want to give away more stuff. Is there anything else we can give away?
Oh, what about, and I don't know if it's possible. I know Gary and Shannon are supposed to be broadcasting from the Pacific Air Show, Huntington Beach.
Oh, that's coming up. That's coming up next week.
Yeah.
That's October 4th through October 6th.
Yes, I mean, maybe.
I've been to it. That is so cool. Let me see if I can just text my boss real quick and see if we can get a 4-pack to give away, like next segment. No pressure. Robin Bertolucci. Robin, can we give away a 4-pack for the Pacific Air Show, which is coming up next week in Huntington Beach? Hit me back, because I'm getting ready to give it away maybe next segment when I talk to the executive director, Kevin Elliott, and I would like to be able to give away a 4-pack. Oh, this message is too long. Let me just hit send. So if she hits me back in the next minute and a half, hopefully we'll have permission to do that giveaway.
He actually sent that message.
Yes.
I love hearing that.
It's all real. It's all real. And even though Robin's on vacation, she'll stop and drop whatever she's doing to respond to me. So it'll be okay. Hey, Mark.
You could really cut the suspense with a knife, huh?
I'm just waiting for her to hit me back.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah, I can't wait to hear what she says.
Pacific Air Show is next week, October 4th through October 6th, and we're hopefully going to give away a 4-pack for the Pacific Air Show in Huntington Beach. If you haven't been, it is fantastic. It's absolutely wonderful. You have civilian aircraft. You have military aircraft. They have activities going on the ground, fun and games for everyone. And Huntington Beach is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, she just hit me back. Hi, Mo. I think your show is absolutely wonderful. You're doing a great job tonight.
Okay.
I'm just saying, da-da-da, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. Yes, we got a 4-pack to give away. So when we come back, I'll be joined on the show by Kevin Elliott, Pacific Air Show Executive Director, and we'll give away a 4-pack. But you know what that means? You have to listen. Mo Kelly, Twala Sharp, Mark Ronner, Stephen, whatever your name is.
I was waiting for that.
We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
We're not just in smart speakers. We're in a couple of smart ears as well.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere.